Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Compliments and Wrap Up episode for our Halloween Monster of the Week special. Yay!
Woo!
This is the thing we do in every sort of session, every sort of shenanigan like that, where we do aftercare, self care sort of things where we go around and say one good thing you did, one good thing somebody else did. And this one's special because I'm running it. I did this whole shebang.
That's right.
It was me, baby, all along. I was Jonathan Burton. Kind of. But I was also Lorelai, and she was a delight. So who wants to go first?
I'm doing it. I go last every other time.
Yep.
Going first. I think my compliment has to go to Zach. From literally the moment the character voice started, I was wholly invested in Saber and Mia. I would die for him. I would go to war for him. The man could ask me to do anything and I would be on board. This was such a fun character, Zach. I loved him so much. Just everything, just completely keeping his cool from beginning to end. The little, like, the casual support of Zeke being a chaos gremlin the whole time, sneaking him a couple extra magic bullets and the bell, just the whole, I loved it from start to finish, man. This was phenomenal, extremely well done.
You go hard on your Monster of the Week characters.
Yeah, I love it. And then for me, I don't think I have to say words.
This was because you would make us do it.
Well, yeah, just like this was great. Zeke was fucking awesome. Like it was phenomenal. I had so much fun.
And you got to be emotional in character.
So that was the thing, that was real emotions. Like I can fake cry on a man. I am an actor, a thespian as they call us. But that was just all, like I was just actually feeling all of those emotions. Like when the teacher disappeared, I was actually genuinely sad. Like all of the tears, all the water, where like all of that was just 100% genuine emotion. And it was really good to be able to like fully deep dive into a character like that. And man, it was just so much fun. I had a blast.
Got popcorn at someone.
Oh yeah. I talked about it. So I'm gonna toss it to you. Go ahead, Zach.
Well, I guess I did good with this character. I don't know. I mean, until you said something, I just thought it was just pretty average. I can't lie. I'm gonna pretend this character was made in like 25 minutes.
Hell yeah, gotta respect that though.
I just had a lot going on IRL, and I kept trying to get to this, and I just didn't have time. I was gone all weekend, and I put it together as we were meeting up, just the finishing touches. So I was not expecting it to be good, but my peers said otherwise. So thank you. And
he was very endearing. I will give him that.
I tried to play him since we were all recently hired and being an initiate, he wants to move up in the initiate, so he needs to do well. This is his first assignment outside of training. So he needed to be on point, on par, and trusted the fact that they wouldn't put him in something they didn't think he could handle. So if I didn't let anything get out of hand on its own and kept thinking through problems, I could help get to the bottom of it. And that included letting Zeke be a little chaotic gremlin and helping him along from time to time, because sometimes that's what you have to do to get some people to cooperate. And when you got kids, you give them a little bit of a leeway. They're kids. And he's a little rabbit, so he likes to go around, run, and just be quick about things. Well, if he's going to go off and run by himself, I'm going to make sure he's not going to just get hurt because he doesn't have a way to protect himself if no one else can get there. So yes, I'm going to slide him a little something. And I'd have to say I really liked Deborah. You and Hero going back and forth with everything was just amazing and very fun to listen to. I tried not to talk much because I just wanted more of it. I just wanted more. I just wanted to
those ladies have a book club.
Yes,
absolutely.
And it was great and it was fun, and yeah, Sorry, enough said about that. I'll pass it off to Coda.
Okay. Yeah. For someone else, I was also gonna say Deborah. It was hilarious. I just thought it was super funny. And then you took the wig off and then just put it on top of your headset like 5 minutes later. I
It's
thought it was
itchy.
really fun. That was a funny character. And then for myself, I got to basically booby trap and set up an entire maze inside this school.
I feel like a note you would appreciate that I wrote early on when you said that Coda trapped rooms double underlined. Because I was like, oh yeah, there's gonna be like silly hijinks and traps and weird stuff going on. Every room in the school is trapped. I don't have to make up anything.
Yeah.
Then it didn't really come into play, but I was like, that's important.
Yeah. I had to do some conspiracy theories. Of course, I always have to do one risque conspiracy theory every time.
Double dipped with JFK in the Hitler story.
I thought
was-
about
that was
instead of
good.
saying Hitler, I was gonna be like, he who should not be named. I was gonna Voldemort the shit out of him, but I was like, no one will know what I'm talking about. And I will popcorn it to Ian.
All right. I want to throw mine out to Rob. I loved Linda, and I'm going to kind of throw myself in here as well, because as soon as Dash was like, yo, Monster of the Week, we're going to do, it's Halloween themed, doing this again, but you were like, we're going to keep it lighter themed. I'm like, great. Comedy. I want to be a lesbian Midwestern woman with an overbearing conscience. And that's exactly what I pulled off today. I had a concept in mind and I drove it home to a T. But then the second I logged on and saw Rob doing the same thing, I'm like, oh crap, is this going to go the same way? But no, it didn't. And it was so nice to have somebody else like wonderful and sweet and kind, but also like a total fucking badass who was like the useful utility person out the wazoo, who was just there for the kids, like keeping the wholesomeness of this game together was just so wonderful. And also watching you go into like berserk mode was cool. Like I really like Linda. Linda is fun. She's sweet. She's compelling. And I would play Bunko with her every Wednesday. Hands down, without a doubt. I loved Linda. I loved what you did to it. It's so different than other stuff you've done. I really like kudos to you, Rob. I love it. And for myself, similar stuff. Like I had this set up and I feel like I executed it well. And I went all out. I'm wearing a shawl, pearls, and a wig. I went to Party City yesterday.
You bought this wig?
I got the wig for $6.99. And it's really itchy.
I was gonna say
but
that's
like-
why it's itchy.
Yeah, no, it's not a good wig. But it's just like I'm proud of myself for having a blast, doing everything I did for the character, and also playing into it. Like I was excited to be the expert and to work on the whole mystery solving aspect of this. And I felt like I was an integral part of that, and I was happy with it. And I'm gonna throw it down to Devin.
God, this is such a good one. Like Ian, you killed it. So good. I mean, everyone did. Like really, everyone did. From just like immediately like Emiya getting like the sniper rifle ready, to like Dingy just straight into it with the like conspiracy theories and puns and everything. It was great. This whole session I was cracking up. But I guess the one best moment was specifically when Deborah was calling for Jeb and Marcus like from across the school and just like, come here.
Here.
Yeah. It says in middle school I had a teacher who literally would do that exact thing. That's exactly how she would sound doing it too, and it was great. For myself, I like the duct tape idea thing. Like it's on the fly. I don't know. Yeah, it's just Rob now, right?
Oh boy.
I do want to jump in and interject something though. Devin, Cecil was such a good character
I
to
love
throw into this
Cecil.
mix.
So worried
I
about
want to applaud
Just
you.
some dude.
I went back and forth on who I should toss comment to, and I'm so used to doing everybody that I was trying to stick to that like one person. But you also were like top of my list. The immediacy of I am on the brink of a panic attack because I am just adjusting to the fact these kids are monsters, and now also this teacher's disappeared in front of my eyes. I am now responsible for these kids. I have no idea what the fuck's going on. And coming back to the office is like he is just sitting, headphones in, leaned back in the chair, trying to calm down. And just from start to end, just the little things you were doing to show that you were just a dude that happened to be here was phenomenal. Cecil was a great, great, great character, and I loved him so much.
And now the
Sorry.
big change too from like this is all terrifying. I am a 2 weeks in teaching assistant to fuck you, pro cryptid school. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I
Just-
could not agree more.
So good. Yes,
Thank you.
Rob.
All right. I'm going to give my compliment to Alex because the story driving chaos gremlin of a child that breaks all the rules and would get every single teacher in the building fired was just, yeah, because oh yeah, that
Your,
was
your
that was-
child care's coming out a little bit of like I would love and hate this child.
Yes.
Exactly. I would, as an educator, I would have tried to have made Zeke my best friend. I really would have. But that would only be to just keep him in the room. I mean, he's a cool and interesting kid, but it would have been one of those things just to keep him in the room. Because, yeah, I don't want to lose my job. But no, just the way you drove the story, the way you pushed, the emotion you showed with Zeke, all of those things made for a really, really cool and interesting first time for me to play Monster of the Week.
How'd you like
Thank you
it?
for that.
It's different. It's
It is
very
different. I liked it, but I don't think it's my thing.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I had a great time. I have an amazing group of people to play with and work with and everything. Just,
It's
I
also a
mean-
very different, like this is a very different Monster of the Week than I tend to run. So
fair. Okay, fair. For myself, Lunch Lady Linda is a very different character than I'm used to playing. And, you know, I tried to bring in inspirations from a lot of different places. Some of them that I wanted to bring in, I didn't get to bring in. But yeah, Muriel from Courage the Cowardly Dog. The one I wanted to bring in that I didn't quite get brought in was Church Lady, thanks to Dana Carvey, comic genius. But yeah, there's a lot of fun inspirations, and it was a fun character and completely different than things that I normally get to play with. So that's, yeah, I compliment myself on going somewhere different with this.
well done, friends. Y'all fucking killed it today. As I said before the recording started, I planned the instigating action and kind of what you needed to do to finish it. And I did nothing in the in between because I have no way of predicting what this group of people are going to do. And that's not how I foresaw this going, but boy, howdy, it went. And you solved my cryptid school puzzle. Congrats.
Yay.
I'm just gonna go around with my screen. Zach, I was also so endeared immediately by Vice Principal Amia. Just like, I know you kind of pulled this out of nowhere, but like even from that of like a slapdash put together sort of character, you gave him so much personality of just like, this is my job. I just got yelled at by my boss. I got to keep my shit together. I also love these kids. Also, what the fuck is happening? Zeke is going to be the death of me, but also I love him to death. It's just like you put a lot of little nuance that I don't think you realized you put into it. So well done on that. As we had echoed in an episode that'll probably come 3 weeks after when this is published, you're very good at creating characters. So well done on that. Don't know when that compliments will come up. A little bit. Quarter out of order, baby. Rob, I love Linda with my entire heart and soul. As a child of a lunch lady, I feel it. I feel it. Like my mom's the lunch lady. Love you, mom. I don't think you watch this. I'm very confused if you do.
Hi, Dash's mom.
It's how it. So it's like I spent a lot of my time on that like back end of school things, and so it's really nice to, like have this person who's like, no, I love these kids first and foremost, and I'm assuming I made a face because I always do. But the second you're like, have you seen Misery? I was like, oh no.
No.
Oh, we pissed off Mama Bear. We pissed off Mama Bear real good. That switch got flipped. And it was so good of this like soft caring lady like, I'm gonna murder this man right here, right now. Don't care who sees it. It was just mwah, chef kiss for those like last second dramatic turns. Ian, what the fuck can I say about you, man? Like, you
Right.
committed to the bit. You now got a Halloween secretary costume if you ever knew one. You could be Miss Minkowitz on Halloween. You just committed so hard and immediately, and like you can kind of tell you did your research into Monster of the Week because this is not the class you played last time. Not anywhere close to the class you played last time. Night and day from forgot his name.
I'm like Maximilian.
I don't know.
Like
of your anime chosen boy.
Storm Cloud. There was like Vance Storm Cloud or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
some over the top name of just like this not meek, but like unassuming lady who's got a gun drawer in her desk, made the office her haven, and it was like Quintel is the one who runs this school, which the office staff do. Don't let
Yeah.
them tell you otherwise. The office
Uh-huh.
staff do. And it was beautiful. Just every little bit. You were like above and beyond the comedy this episode. So well done.
Thank you.
Coda, I loved it, man. Like I did not expect you to latch on to the siren. Also, shout out again to Sam. Lorelai was a character in that. She was an opera singer, siren lady. So she exists in the world, and that's great. But just being like, I don't trust this, and immediately doing like the flake side of thing of like music box, music teacher, she wasn't affected, crime. And then just trying to do the Scooby-Doo reveal at the end with this dude was just so good. And your improv game has come so far of like last Monster of the Week session, you read off a list of conspiracy theories and that's what you did. But this one, you're like, nope, I trapped the school. I created tunnel system. Of course, I'm going to fire Protocol 9. It's been breached and just blew it up. Like this is nothing you would have pulled out before. So wonderfully done.
Thanks.
Peep that character growth when you go back and watch the previous episode, man. You got this. Alex, forever thankful to you being Keeper's best friend of running full bore, full bunny forward and being like, this story is happening whether you wanted to or not. Like that's a DM's best friend to have someone do that, to be like, I promise you the story is happening. But you also did it in like such an endearing and such a heartwarming character. You could see the glimpses of it coming through of like how much this little boy cared and like how much he kind of shone through in this of like, no, I want to be the hero. I want to save the day. And if I can't, I feel bad. And it was good. It was so good.
I don't mean to interrupt you.
No.
I'm going to just be open with the world about stuff. So, hi friends at home. I'm mentally ill. I have what's called dissociative identity disorder, which means there's a bunch of people that live in my brain with me. So it's been kind of a subtle nod thing, but I'm at a point where I'm really comfortable just sharing it with the world and stuff. So the last Halloween special and this Halloween special have been me playing two of my alters and putting them out into the world and things. Ryan, it was one of my very first alters that came into existence, that snarky, punky British kid from the last Halloween special, if you watch that. And Zeke, it was also very early on. He's just a little 5-year-old boy that lives in my brain. So I just try to do them justice, but that's the root of those characters, and it's really cool.
And you
to
could
be able
tell
to bring
through
them
and
to life.
through that he advised. He advised
Yeah.
through this whole thing.
Yeah.
Such a sweet boy and just the heart of everything. And just another little quiet shout out. Alex was considering playing a Puckwudgie student, and I mentioned that it is a species, a creature that is near and dear to a lot of native folklore. And immediately was like, nope, I don't want to step on anyone's toes and do it bad. So like took my, this is the type of person I am. I have a cryptids A to Z, cryptids in each state book, flipped through and went, yep, jackalope, let's go. And just like changed plans on a dime. So well done, and shout out for trying to be the best person you can be. Devin. I love Cecil. Like you took kind of a seat back role this session, but every little thing, your specialty is every little thing that comes forward of like, I don't know, these kids are monsters. Actually, we prefer cryptids. Yep, cryptids, sorry. It's just like frazzled senior in college through and through of like, I have been in this classroom a week. I just got over every bump and scare. Now this is a real scary thing that's happening, and just trying to do everything in his power to A, keep his shit together, and B, be useful. Of like, I'm just a dude, I'm just a guy, I'm gonna give myself duct tape armor, I'm gonna drink some tea, I'm gonna calm down, just all the little things. And even just like the change of heart at the end of like, no, fuck this, I'm staying forever, was just so good. It was beautiful. For me, I did a lot and also not a lot of work for this. I did a lot of wild prep that I knew I was immediately going to throw completely out of the window and nobody was going to see anything of. Like I named all of the people in the school, talked to none of them, which is fine. I forgot I made 2 janitors. I originally had the one.
Important.
They were. Jeb and Marcus, they were doing their best. Jebediah Ginger Snap. I also like did Roll20 for the first time. Everyone was playing on a map. You probably saw it flash up a couple of times on screen to get the vague layout of the school and stuff like that. But it happened. I did a lot of work, and I care a lot about this game system. It's one of my favorite systems.
Were Marcus and Jeb also cryptids?
I didn't think that far. They're probably magically touched in some sort of way.
Okay, because I was just curious. With a name like Ginger Snap, I was wondering what kind of cryptid he was.
Nah, he's just Jebediah Ginger Snap, man about
Yeah.
town.
Cookie Monster?
No, he's not a cookie monster.
He's a Cookie Monster.
It was just a
It's
fun
canon
name.
now. Nope,
Okay.
it's canon now.
That's the new conspiracy theory is Cookie Monster is
Yeah,
Ginger Snap.
Mr. Dingy trying to figure out place each of the kids in the school and all the staff. But no, like I put a lot of heart into this. I love playing kids in TTRPGs. It's just so heartwarming to be just this confused little kid. I gave myself 10 of them, barely did anything with them, but that's fine. I love them. They're all sweet babies. And just like rolling with the punches that I knew were going to come. So I'll give myself props on that for sure. This is probably kind of a quick one, actually, all things considered. Maybe not. I'll find out in editing. But thank you all. If you watch these, extra big thumbs up to you, because these get less views. That's totally understandable. The specials even get less views. So if you're watching the compliments on the specials, you're a real one. Thank you out there for doing that. We appreciate every single one of you. If you liked it, as we said before, like the video, subscribe, ring that bell, join our lovely little communities that are all linked down in the description below. TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. Ian will make an Instagram someday. Discord.
Does anyone know how to do that?
You have
There's a
an
YouTube on it.
How do I make another one? I'll watch the YouTube. Anyway,
But no, thank you all, and thank you all my lovely players. I'm so heartwarmed every single time that you guys want me to run another silly, weird Halloween special. And this one was super out of my comfort zone because they're all blood, gore, scary, gut silliness. And so I went Scooby-Doo on this front, and it was different.
I appreciated it.
Yeah. And it was also like a really cool writing experience for me of like, because normally in Monster of the Week, a lot of it is there's a scale of like you move the the heaviness of things to like the instigating action to the end action. A lot of the times the end action is the world is destroyed and everyone dies because they're monsters. And this one was, man, the school closes and everyone loses their jobs, which is
Maybe.
probably the biggest threat to this group of people is like, man, we're gonna get fired. Fuck. And it was really fun to kind of flex that different muscle. So thank
I
you all
would've
for
died.
you would have died.
Because my sacred oath.
you
Oh.
you
I
got
let
to
the
do
school
your
get
things.
closed. I let the school get closed.
Oh.
Problems bad. But no,
If it would have happened.
yeah, but it didn't. Y'all saved the day. You stopped the, I guess, monster racist terrorist man. Sorry,
'Cause
I
let's
guess
be real, racists are the real monsters.
they are the real monsters.
True.
Just saying.
That's why Linda would have had no problem ending him.
It's very true. In a heartbeat. Well, love all your faces. Thank you for watching and tune in next Wednesday, this upcoming Wednesday, for the next episode of The Dice That Bind Us.
Bye-bye.